Hey everyone, this is Sam from Wargamer Online, back with another painting tutorial. This is skin tone again, and we're going to be doing a medium skin tone. We're beginning with a Bugman's Glow base coat all over the skin. This is on a Space Wolf Tactical Space Marine. We've used our primer, which is a grey, Mechanicus standard grey, but if you did a white or a black prime, it wouldn't make a difference really, other than the final colour. If you start with a white primer, then this colour will be brighter. If you start with a black, it will be darker. And if you used black, you will definitely need to do multiple thinner coats rather than if you were doing it over a white. Once you've coloured the entire skin, you want to be doing a wash on this with Reichland Flesh Shade. And you can use different skin tone washers or browns or any sort of tone you want, but I'm just using Reichland Flesh Shade for this one again because it's my preferred wash for painting skin. Let that fully dry. You're probably going to have to wait an hour. Once it's fully dried, we're going to use Cadian Flesh Tone. This is quite a bright contrast. I mean, you can see the difference between the Bugman's being washed and going up to Cadian Flesh Tone. This is a very simple way of painting faces or painting skin. If you wanted to have a better gradient between the colours, then I would recommend mixing Bugman's Glow and Cadian together and getting a 50-50 mix and doing a layer of that and then doing this 100% mix of Cadian Flesh Tone over the top. However, if you're going to be going for speed and you don't want to spend time doing 5 to 6 to 7 layers on skin, then this is the alternative, and you'll see in the end it does look absolutely fine. So go over all of the points on the skin with the Cadian Flesh Tone. You want to cover the majority of it, and all I'm doing here is painting in some definition, painting in some of the wrinkles and lines on his forehead, but I'm making sure that all the rest of the skin areas are being picked out. And I'm leaving the recesses with the previous wash and Bugman's Glow because I want that darker shadow to stay where it is. I don't really want to disturb that. If you do have any mistakes, if you get any of the Cadian Flesh Tone into any of these recesses, don't worry, just get your Bugman's Glow, go back in, paint it, and then just put a bit of a wash in there as well. And you can thin your wash down with Lahmian Medium so that it doesn't leave watermarks on the rest of the paint if you ever do have that sort of error. Once that's fully dried, we're going to be using Kislev Flesh, and we're going to be doing another highlight. And again, we're going to be picking out all of the raised areas. We want to put in any definition here, so wrinkles again, any sort of lines on his cheeks, anything that you want to add, use Kislev Flesh for this. Leave the previous Cadian Flesh Tone showing in areas. You just want to pick out all of the raised parts of the skin. And all of these tutorials for painting skin are very similar, and generally in painting actually. You want to pick out the raised areas on models, and you want to leave a little bit of the previous colour showing so that you can see the actual change in colours. And then just be as neat as possible. Don't worry if you need to do 2 or 3 thin coats of this Kislev wash. It's much better to apply it in thinner coats than doing one really nasty thick coat, because you'll lose detail, it will look chalky and horrible. And yes, it takes longer, it takes more time, but it definitely will pay off and it will look much better. There's only one step I do after this now, and that's adding another coat of flayed one flesh this time. We're going to be focusing this on the very tips of the nose, the eyebrows and the cheeks, and just around the lips and the chin. Other than that, you can do a lot more, you can do a lot less to this, but this is as basic as I would go in terms of painting faces. Pick 3 colours or 4 colours and add it to the model and just paint a little bit each time. I'm hoping this has helped you. If it has, leave us a comment below. Let us know if you've used this on any of your models or which models you've used it on. If you've got any tips or advice for other people, leave them below as well. Give us a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Other than that, I'm going to leave you a picture of this model finished. Now his eyes are incredibly messed up at the moment. You can see his left eye has had better days. So not the greatest example of painting eyes, but you see what I'm doing with the skin tone. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next tutorial.